So if you want to link walkthroughs together, here's how you get started. The very first thing you need to do is make a folder that can find your doc appender. So just go up here to New, say Folder. I'm going to call this Observations, and that'll be my first start. I'll probably give it a label like 16, 17, and then you might want to call it your school. So I'll just say elementary. So now I've created this target folder. I'm going to open the target folder that I've created, and then what I want to do in here is I want to I want to create a Google Doc. And so I'm going to make a Google Doc here. What I'm going to name the Google Doc is I have to be pretty conscious to name these particular documents inside this folder the same name as the teachers' names, because the teachers' names will become your checkboxes that you'll use. So I will add two people here. I'll call this one Sarah. S-T-U-H-R. She's a teacher in my building. She's the one who taught me out a lot of this. So here's my first one that I've created. So now you'll go back to this observation folder and you'll see that I've created this document. It's called Sarah's Store. Now I need just to take this. I just double click here and I'm going to make a copy. And you'll need to make a copy of every teacher in your building. So this is the front end setup, and it's just repeating making copies over and over again. So once you're here, you can change it when it's in the folder, or you can just copy it however you like. Another place you can get to this copy feature, besides the double tapping of the document, is you can just go underneath File, and we'll show you that in a second. My computer's doing funny things to me. So I'll call this one Crystal. So when I go ahead and make the form, it'll be there. So here's basically the form I've created. Before you make a bunch of copies, just make sure that you have it the way you want it. So if you have a lot of questions, you might head down here to Page Setup. You might rather have this in landscape form than portrait form. If you want to have any default to the page color, this is where you'd set that up. That way you're not making a bunch of changes after the initial. So that make a copy will last. So now you can see I've changed it. I've changed the background to green. The other place I can get to here is make a copy. So it'll be really important that you make each teacher a document. Okay, so you've made a folder that says observations, and then you've made a document. You can see I have a folder that says observation, 16, 17 elementary, and now I'm going to be creating a document with each of my teachers in it. This is kind of the most labor intensive. This probably takes me about 20 minutes to go ahead and do this. Be very specific though when you're naming, because those are going to become what you add to the forms.